So I was saying this earlier. Innocent shopper is wrongly accused of stealing and frog marched out of Home Bargains after new facial recognition software malfunctions. Now, how long have we been warning about a Chinese-style social credit score system rolling out across the planet? Yeah, I've not been on my own on this, but I have been talking about this for years. And all this stuff as regards facial recognition, and at some stage you get rid of the passports, and it'll be biometric X, Y, and Z. And over time, even that won't be enough, because they'll start saying, these imposters, they've managed through plastic surgery to avoid, whatever pish. Seriously, because you've got to take the chip under the skin as well. It's part of what they're all about. They're quite biblical about all this. Mark of the beast, blah, blah, blah. An innocent shopper was wrongly accused of stealing and frog marched out of a store after a technical issue. Listen to that. With new facial recognition software used by multiple high street chains. Now, we warned about this rollout and the apathy. Because remember, to have to type it in and go to images, selfies. The whole aspect of that selfies, getting celebrities to do this as if narcissism was to be made the norm. Yeah. Oh, all these role models, these celebs, if they do it, I want to be part of the cool kids, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Microsoft. Hey, you don't need to remember a password to get into your operating system. Through, Windows Hello. Just smile at the camera and we'll allow you in that way. Yeah? Seriously. You can give many other examples, and they're just like sheep following down this line. Yeah. And then there's these various platforms, aren't they? OnlyFans, only this, only that, blah, blah, blah. Here, degrade yourself in front of the camera for the jollies of, whoever else, because, hey, you go girl, or whoever else, you're living your best life, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's only short term. And like most things, as more people jump onto these platforms, the money gets, there's only X amount of money to go around. So, they have to do X, Y, and Z to make sure they're still raking in. And some of them are making out like bandits because it's to be encouraged. But it all ties into this facial recognition, blah, 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 identity. Well, I just assume that the powers that be are looking after me. Hey, for those in propaganda, I'm sure hey, have that one for free. Although no doubt they've already thought of that one. Anyway, you could waffle on for hours. Think about this. Face watch system. Scan customer's face and send them to watch lists. Think about this. And at some stage, not that far away, when you've got next to no staff in these stores, because, hey, they'll no longer be required, automated X, Y, and Z, little robots, quite literally. Look at Amazon. They all just put things on shelves and all the rest of it. In the meantime, there'll be some security, and of course, they'll, by and large in the UK, you'll notice the ethnicity changes over time, because, hey, we've got to have all those genius migrants doing something, blah, blah, blah. And, it's the level of this. Meanwhile, sorry, mate, you can't get in. The Sphinx knows all. Honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Film from the noughties called Code 46. And there was this AI running things in the soulless dystopian future called the Sphinx. Anyway, just think about it. This data has been shared, and the fact that you walk through there, well, you've consented. Be someone in the fine print, there's pinned to the door under whatever else, and people are being this the new normal. Remember, the new normal. Now add to that, we've got this new disease. We've called it the following, whatever. We all need to lock down, blah blah blah. Honestly, people are sleepwalking into this. Long delays, facial recognition and questionnaires, how new EU border rules could affect your holiday when they come into effect in October. Yeah, what do you need to do? Brits travelling, for example, on the Eurostar will need to use electronic kiosks at St Pancras Station to register their passport, facial image, fingerprints, answer 4 questions, and that's only at the moment. That's what's about to come out, yeah? Think about airplanes, think about whatever else, even the picture. Well, they're telling you this by externalization, because that's part of what the accountants do, to a point, not enough for people to work out what's going on, of course. But even in this picture, think of the guy point of view. Well, he'll probably be looking at the rear end of the model in this, yeah? It's not exactly Joe Blogs or female equivalent. So people will be looking at that and thinking about selfies, and even women will be thinking the same, what fits selfies, and it's the norm. That's the message. How do you think they're going to implement that Chinese-style social credit score system, but without your consent? People have been consenting way too much to way too many things. Even at this point, do you know what? If we went back, say, 40 years ago, and people were told, hey, you need to do all this just to go abroad, they'd be like that. No, I'm staying here. Fine. Bang. That's it. And it would have to stop. It would have to, because remember, over time, these companies would just suddenly go bankrupt. But people had spines and backbone. Now it's go with the flow. Collectivism on steroids, never realizing where this goes in so many ways. I'm not doing this justice. And maybe that's why I deserve only 100 and... what is it? How many subs just now? 135. I still feel I deserve an awful lot more subscribers than that. But hey, I'm now in a new generation. I mean, I used to be far more popular years ago with thousands of subs and on channels that no longer exist. But now, even to make a point, you have to use your mobile phone, use various bits of software, and spend time, editing and all the rest of it. And I'm sorry, I'm Gen X, old school Gen X. We used to have these conversations in pubs. I didn't need to say, hey, do you know what? That's a valid point. Let me go and spend a day doing tarting up with it to come back and give you my response. Look at this channel as if you met me in the pub. Well, you may not agree with me, but I may make a relevant point or two. That's what we used to do. Seriously. And I'll speak to you soon.